be a benefit in protecting the skin against the harmful effects of environmental free radicals and the sun's UV rays. Unlike other lycopene-containing skincare products that use powdered tomatoes, lycopene skincare products are formulated in Italy using a highly purified and concentrated form of lycopene extracted from organic tomatoes. At Lycopene Skincare, we are committed to giving you the highest quality and freshest skin cream containing natural botanical ingredients proven beneficial for skin health and beauty. Lycopene creams are made in small batches to maintain the effectiveness of our ingredients. We are preservative-free and animal-friendly. We invite you to try all our creams and see the difference. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed at Lycopene Skincare. Please visit our website at lycopeneskincare.com. That's Lycopene, Lycopene, skincare.com. And let Lycopene lead your skin on the path to beauty.
The beautiful and complex art world can raise many questions about copyright, trademarks, negotiations, and settlements, especially if you are an artist and entrepreneur. The key to success when doing business through art is to find a reliable, trustworthy lawyer to give you the most professional representation for your and your clients' peace of mind. Call entertainment lawyer Kevin Wood at 954-809-4351 to set up a free consultation and jumpstart your career with the right tools. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Alexandra Bello Productions presents Artistic Times Radio with Alexandra Bello, covering art events, museums, festivals, and music. We have interviews of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more. Learn about South Florida happenings and discover art firsthand while enjoying red carpets, fashion shows, and press conferences from the hand of our host, Alexandra Bello. Tune in on WNN 1470 every Tuesday night at 7:30 and on my website, ABP TV. Now, it's about to get artistic in here.
Bring it to you. Hi, how are you? We're over here talking to my friends right here. And you just came into my show, Artistic Times Radio. I am so happy that it's another lovely Monday night here in South Florida, and we have many events and artistic movements going on. We have a lot of talent here in South Florida, and I bring to the table tonight two amazing gentlemen. I mean, one of them is the director, writer, and producer of his new short film, The Hit, right here, Kevin Martin.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And Corey Anthony, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You are one of the stars of this short film.
Yes, ma'am. I play Mongo.
Awesome.
Yes.
Now, I want you guys to tell the audience, our audience is very art kind of like related, filmmakers, actors. So just tell them a little bit about your film and about yourselves.
Okay, you want to start? You want me to?
Yeah, I'll let you go.
Okay.
I'll let the boss go.
Why don't you tell me how everything started?
Okay, well, The Hit actually started, was born out of a bigger script. It was born out of a full-length script, and I had been trying my hardest to kind of make that full-length happen. And then over time, I realized it was like, you know what, let's make the shorter version and then try to raise the funds for the bigger version, and let's make the shorter version as close to theatrical as possible. You know, put a lot into it. So The Hit's actually a scene from that longer version called Border. I refined it, tweaked it a little bit, and it came out really, really, really good. So I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's make this short. And from that point on, we went through casting. Obviously, we had Monica Eldred and Corey and Richard Sosa. Casting went really, really well, and it came together great. It was it was a great experience with Rafael Gutierrez and TriStar Productions. It just came out really, really well. But I initially was just going to try to put this full length together, and the short came out so well. It was, you know what, this is a better idea.
And you're still alive. Because
Yes.
if you would have tried like independently to put a feature together,
gosh.
that involves action and
all stunts
and all that.
It would have been a mess. But
Tricky.
the things that have happened in the past for me have worked out really well, where you do the short and then try to build
Sell the
upon
bigger
that.
script.
Exactly.
I've done that before.
So it's worked out really well.
That's awesome. Now, tell me a little bit about your experience being one of the stars.
This is all brand new to me. I'm a deputy sheriff in Palm Beach County,
Wow.
but I've always wanted to become an actor. I mean, it's just, when you have that bug in the back of your head, be like, you know what, I'm destined for something greater. So I was looking online, and I seen that Mr. Kevin had openings for it. So I was like, you know what, let me send him a headshot. I'm gonna put myself out there. Hopefully I do well. And then when I came for the casting and I did the read, I believe I did well, and obviously Kevin.
Easiest decision we had in casting.
Kevin agreed, and it's pretty much been full steam ahead after that. I enjoyed playing Mongo. I believe I fit that character well. My co-star Monica, who plays Michelle. I mean, she did great, so she's gonna be an up and coming Oscar winner soon. So, I mean, it's just been all great. I met Kevin, met Raphael. It's just this whole experience been a blessing. So I'm just grateful.
That's great, and thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, I am so excited that you guys, are putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have like a timeline? What's happened? What happens now for the short film?
So right now we're in post with the talented and wonderful John Skiba. Got to say that out loud because he's done an amazing job.
John
Skiba, Sklba. It's the most awkward. I've messed
Skiba.
it up. Skiba. I've messed it up all the time. But
hit him up.
So basically, what we're doing is now we're in post. We're going into color now and a little more sound, which is going to be great. Then, with a few friends, got a couple of help to do the festival run, which is going to be from January 1st onward. I'm hoping to have a premiere at one of your events sometime in January.
We would be excited.
That would be great. And then before that, we're going to have a private one for cast and crew.
Of course.
But then we've already set up a nice little festival run from January 1st to April 1st, a couple of local ones, a couple of a little more far-flung ones, and one big international one. I think we have a legitimate shot at, so I'm really excited for that. In between, we're going to try to pick up a lot of press and interviews and try to get people like Corey and Richard, Federico Reyes, and Monica. She's actually on the other coast, so that was actually a challenge, but get her out there as well. And
she's in Tampa?
Yeah, she's near Tampa, yeah. So basically, we're going to make sure that we create enough heat, and then as we get into the festival runs and that premiere, we get a little notoriety, and hopefully that moves to the next level.
That's wonderful. Now, do you have printed materials? Are you planning on doing some printed material campaign?
In the middle of December, right now we actually have posters, which are now, after a little delay, are for sale on the Cafe Press site and on the Facebook. But we have, I think about the 15th or the 16th, we're going to have posters, buttons, shirts, everything. It's actually available now, and then it'll be physically available closer to home instead of delivery by the 15th. So that's all really gone well. I was actually surprised. Thankfully, I have good friends who are trying to make all this happen, and it's all going to come together nicely. It's going to be a lot of merch, a lot of stuff that'll really have people's autographs. He has actually an individual poster that's out there, which is kind of like the same poster that's
Team
on
Mongo.
Team Mongo.
Nice.
So we have
I love that idea.
Yeah, we have a bunch of hashtag type things to do. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. I was really happy how smooth, how post is. I'm very happy how smooth post-production's going. And then from that point on, we hit the ground running as fast as we can.
That is wonderful. Now, tell me a little bit about your company. I mean, how do you pronounce
Kaleidos Sight Films.
Kaleidos Sight Films.
Yes.
I knew the Sight Films part of it. I just didn't know. And
I just think of Kaleidoscope.
Yeah. So basically, how it started when I was living in Vegas. I'd been doing film for a very long time, and was balancing that in professional basketball. As I got older, I liked the fact that my body didn't hurt, and I liked doing more film. So when I retired, I wanted to focus on that. So me and a friend at that point came up with Kaleidos Sight Films because it's multiple eyes, one vision. So like a kaleidoscope, different spectrums, different colors, different visions and sights. I felt like we encompassed that greatly. So in Vegas, we did a couple other things. We did a couple, actually 3 web series and a short. I do a lot of screenwriting. At that point, I was doing a lot of ghost screenwriting for people, which was really cool. And then as time went on, we got a little more popular. Then I moved here, and actually it opened it up more. There was a lot more to South Florida. I like filming in South Florida. South Florida can be just about anything, from Miami all the way up. He knows I drive around.
You can be
everywhere.
anywhere in the world if you're filming in South Florida.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, and that's,
Yes, ma'am.
I started with location management, so I'm really big on location scouting and finding it and writing down the address and taking pictures and trying to put that together. And Florida has just about everything that you need, and it became much easier to get a lot of stuff done in South Florida. And then I picked up that here, and it's been going well. It's been going very, very well, and I'm happy to be down here, and I hope more film comes to the state.
Amen to that. And, more film will come to the state, but the good thing is that independent film will also
Exactly.
rise.
Exactly.
I think we have a window of opportunity right here.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of talented people. Some people I've met, some people I haven't met, some people I've seen on Facebook. And there's a lot of talent. There's a lot more talent than where I was, and everyone's just
Creating
incredibly
something.
creating something one way or another. And that's what an independent community really is.
Exactly.
A collaborative effort of mutual creation for everybody. And that's what needs to happen.
That's good. Now, tell me about other projects that you have been part of, Corey.
I've been on the first season of HBO Ballers. Also was in a couple of scenes of Evil Intentions by Michael McLaren.
Yes.
But my biggest going to be breakout role was actually Mongo. Thanks to this man right here, Mr. Kevin Martin.
That's awesome.
So he's gonna put me out there. And I'm ready. I got my boots to the ground, and there's nothing can stop me.
So are you doing acting full time, or you're still working?
No. I'm still working.
Okay.
I'm still working. I'm just balancing, working and acting. But best believe if the acting thing takes off, no more tickets for me. Or no more tickets for y'all.
Exactly. No more
Yeah,
tickets
no more
for
tickets.
us.
No more
Yay!
tickets. Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. But yeah, definitely. So I mean, I'm ready. Like I said, full steam ahead.
That's good. It is always wonderful to have the ability to create. When we stop being slaves, and following money around. I'm not saying that money is not important and it's not good, but I think creativity it should be always higher and above everything else.
Yep.
Right.
Creativity and
Yes.
collaboration is, I feel like, I think in the beginning when people start and you go out there and you look, okay, I'm going to make money off of this. That's not how that creativity should work, because that's not what's going to attract other people or the ideas you want. You should go out there, any filmmaker, anybody with a camera, you should go out there and you should just make. That's basically it.
Yeah.
And with no real intentions of, I want to make $1 million or whatever. You go out there and you create and you make, and then that stuff comes.
The money will
It
come.
does
Money
come.
always
The money will
comes.
come.
If you create it properly and you put it out there, that lives forever.
Right.
Yes.
And it belongs to you.
Exactly. And the money will always come, but you find that group of people, you find that person, you find that script, and you go out there and you really put the boots to the ground and you get it and you make. And that's what it's about, because no one's going to come and get you unless they have something to see from you and come get.
Several
Exactly.
things from
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Exactly.
Now
So-
tell me about those web series. That was very, very interesting.
Yes.
I didn't know that you have produced or directed.
I've directed a few web series. Actually, one was called Viva. That was based in Las Vegas. That was actually written by Michael Abdul Kawi, who's a frequent writing collaborator I actually went to high school with. Fantastic writer. I directed all 8 of those episodes. That was shopped. Didn't really go anywhere, but it got my name out there. Got a lot of actors out there as well, which was the
You got
most
a lot of
important.
views,
Got
probably.
a lot of views.
People are loving the web
Yeah,
series.
They literally, that was probably, I had done music videos before, but that really jumped off. And then before that, we did a series called Grounded, which was based out there as well. And that was 2 or 3 episodes. I directed that. I was co-wrote that with someone, and then that went really well. And so I realized that the medium of the website, the web series, is a very quick and easy way to get your stuff seen. And sometimes it's not easy to just put, okay, we're gonna make a film and then try to get distro. Sometimes you make a short and you put it out there, or a web series. People are interested. People watch those things and they come back for more.
And you can put it straight online. When it's a short film, you can just do new media.
Exactly,
and just put it out there.
and put it out there. And
Everybody loves YouTube.
exactly, you go on YouTube or Vimeo.
Can you rent the short films on Vimeo when they're new media?
Yes. So that's which I didn't know until about a month ago. So that's actually really good. So I mean, honestly, it's so I've done a lot of those. Started out with music videos, and then it went to web series, and then I've probably write more than I mean, every single day it's a script or something. I always take my time. I'm constantly putting things on paper. If you saw my phone, you would think I was crazy. How many
That's
notes
good.
I do.
So
But
you love writing.
I love
you
writing.
still love writing.
I love writing. I like creating.
Are you available
things.
for writing for people?
And
like
yes,
in collaboration with people?
I'm always down. Definitely, I'm always down to collaborate. I like hearing other ideas and hearing other voices that are not just my own. So sometimes there are things where I
Your
write.
7 voices in your head.
Yeah, you want to hear like.
I'm a
okay,
writer too, so I understand.
Exactly. Right. You sit there and you're trying to sort this out. But sometimes you need someone outside to say, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea. Hey, this is a great idea. Let's go forward. And so I'm always down to collaborate, and I'm really big on comedies and sci-fi and rom-coms and dramas. I'm all over the place. Those are my favorite genres, and I'm just always constantly writing. If I'm not directing, I'm writing, and that's always been the combination.
And that's what you like, directing and writing mostly.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I love those two things.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick short. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be right back, guys.
The beautiful and complex art world can raise many questions about copyright, trademarks, negotiations, and settlements, especially if you are an artist and entrepreneur. The key to success when doing business through art is to find a reliable, trustworthy lawyer to give you the most professional representation for your and your clients' peace of mind. Call entertainment lawyer Kevin Wood at 954-809-4351 to set up a free consultation and jumpstart your career with the right tools. You're listening to Artistic Times with Alexandra Bello. Call into the show at 888-565-1470 and join us on the red carpet as Alexandra interviews and informs at WNN 1470 and ABP TV. Now, back to our show.
We are back, and now talking about your direction. Did you ever submit those web series to the Miami Web Fest?
No.
Well, I want to inform you, and I want to inform everyone that Miami Web Fest is starting in January, selecting one finalist per month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
One finalist web series, and then all of the finalists are going to be screened at Cinema Paradiso, like a pre-screening, and then they're going to be participating at the Miami Web Fest in October.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, like participating and competing for awards and things like that. So I don't think that they have a limit on how many years it has to be.
Oh,
so which is very, very cool.
That's very, very cool.
Exactly.
That's dust some things off that I definitely want to put out there and see if I can get some friction or get some ground with it, and that would be great, actually.
Yeah, I think web series are like the new, like they say, the new media, and I think people are very accustomed now to watching shorter content.
Right.
So that's very cool.
Yeah, attention spans are.
Exactly, they're off the charts. I want to remind everyone that you can listen to the show every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. on 1470 a.m. You can also call us if you have any questions, 888-565-1470, 1470. So if you are listening to the show and you want to call in and say, a big shout out to your mother or talk to the filmmakers or the interviewees, you can just call at 888-565-1470. Also reminding you that you can find the interviews on the archive on Vimeo. The station is ABP TV on Vimeo. So just go to ABP TV on Vimeo and look for Artistic Times Radio and binge watch all of the past interviews. They're all very, very interesting people. You can also go to artistictimes.tv if you want to watch this live every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. And click on radio, and it will take you to a little Ustream kind of like what is it, like a little Ustream streamer?
Yeah.
Right.
And you can chat there, you can watch the show, and you can also catch up with some archives that are embedded right on artistictimes.tv. Remember that this is 1470 AM, and we are live on iHeartRadio as well. If you go to iHeartRadio application, you can download the station, which is WWNN. Download the station, make it your favorite, and then anytime that is 7:30, and I remind you on Facebook, just go open your iHeartRadio and listen to the show live. All right? Now, I wanted to ask you guys about social media. I mean, is the hit something, like, I know that it is, but tell the audience, how present is this movie on social media?
Well, let's see. I would say for sure between, especially on Facebook, we have a lot of people have all come at once. We actually released a trailer, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. That's on the actual Facebook, and it's on Vimeo. But it's very heavy on YouTube, Facebook, which is the hit 2016. It's also on Instagram under the same name. We actually tried Twitter. Twitter kind of went.
It goes either north or south.
Exactly, but Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Vimeo, all of those came out really, really well. We get a lot of hits for those. A lot of views. I think we're at like 400 for the hit, and we released it a little bit less than a week ago. So that's pretty good. I'm going to still put it out there. And
Did
really
you
hit
put
the
it
ground
on
running.
Facebook, the video itself?
Actually, what I did was I put it on YouTube, and then I shared it through that instead of going through Facebook, because A, it was kind of an upload issue, and B, it was like, you know what, let's put that out there for everyone to see, and with enough tags and meta tags and stuff like that, let's see where it went. And it went out really well.
Yes, it will get more views if you put it on Facebook, maybe a teaser to the trailer.
Yeah.
You put it on Facebook, and it'll tell you the views right underneath. It needs to be a public video
Right.
for it to tell you how many views it gets. But that motivates people to continue to share the same video.
And go over
And every
over
time you
again.
share it in a group, it gets like 5-6 views. So if you share it in 10 groups every week, it's getting 50-60 views a week,
and that's
on Facebook only.
and that's pretty good.
Yes.
That's really good. Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
But other than that, we're pretty present on Facebook and all those. Most of the sites. Only thing that we faltered on was basically Twitter, north or south, whatever. But it's gone really well. Been very present, very active on there.
Any
Especially-
Instagram?
And Instagram, under the same name as well, which is the hit or the_hit at 2016.
So on Facebook and Instagram, you can follow the hit, and Twitter,
Yep.
the_hit 2016.
Yes. And then actually, this man has been ridiculous in terms of sharing. Like, he puts it out there.
I share it like
Tag my name when you share it.
Yes, yes,
Share
I
it in
will.
my groups
Yes.
so I
Okay.
can
He
like it.
put it out there. We've had a lot of people. At one point he brought half of the people that were in the group, and he just put it out there. So that's a lot of hard work. I mean, everyone did, but that I had to just throw that out there. That was a lot of work on his part as well.
Now, do you have like a party in mind, like a launching party, a
So
rap party?
The point that what I really want to do a big premiere
Yes.
for it, because I know it's going to be, the shortcut would probably be about 10 minutes. I want to premiere it at hopefully one of your events, and then specifically for the cast and crew, and kind of make a big deal out of it. I think the only thing that makes something small or not popular is by the people who put it together. I think if you make it a big deal, it is a big deal.
Yes.
Simply because if you
Because
when-
you're creating a darn
Exactly.
short film and finishing it.
Exactly.
That's the
thing is,
first thing.
You finished the short film. No matter how many people say it may be good or bad, you did something that those
And
same
you
people
finished it.
You finished it. Those people didn't finish it. So if you put a 10-minute short film together or a 5-minute short film together, you finished it. It's a big deal.
It is.
You may not have 1 million stars or 1 million people in it, but it's yours. And the people in it, you care about them. It's a big deal.
Yes.
And that's what I want to do. I want to make it a big deal. Like, I want it to be a red carpet thing. Even if it's 10 minutes, I want people to know that they came in, we went hard for 2.5 days and finished everything out.
Besides all the days in writing and pre-production.
And pre-production and all that stuff.
So how long is it then?
So right now there's gonna be 3 cuts. There's gonna be an 8-minute cut, a 10-minute cut, and then the full cuts, I think 14.5 minutes.
I think we can take the full cut and film carpet.
So hopefully, I actually got to watch the silent version of it without the sound. looks fantastic.
Good.
So
I
I'm
have to try that.
Yeah, so because I'm one of those guys that the sound, I'm more looking at the visual, making sure everything's where it needs to be. There are no weird shadows, any scenes that we can't, and it takes the distraction away. Because I listen to the thing in pieces, so then when you put it together, it's like a really nice sandwich. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this all sounds great. Now I know what to do. But visually, you just kind of watch where everything is, how this cut, how that cuts, and people think I'm crazy when they see me watching it, but it helps me go, okay, John.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
You know, that's
So-
how they do it.
Exactly. So they go, hey, look, what do you think? I'm like, all right, I watched it, this, and this. But it makes it a lot easier. But that full 14-minute cut, I really liked. I'm really excited for. And, yeah, I mean, it's going to be great. I really want it to be a big deal, and especially for the people who are involved.
That's important.
That's the
very
most
important.
important. I mean, I'll probably only get to be able to watch it once without tearing it apart in my head. But either way, I'm glad. I want everyone who's a part of it to enjoy and hopefully reap the benefits of whether that's being the notoriety or whatever. I really want that to happen. That's more important to me than anything. At this
And you know, we have the doors open at MAPS. If you want to do your private
Yes.
rap party there, just let us
Yes.
know. We are all about supporting MAPS 305. The studio in Fort Lauderdale is about supporting the independent filmmakers.
Yes, thank you very much.
And
by
you
the way.
actually held a lot of interviews and castings, and
Yep.
so I am happy that you guys trusted us to kind of handle your other part of the production,
I
which is
appreciate us
the
being there
location.
as well. Yeah, appreciate you letting us be there all those times, and we came in there and we got a lot done because of you guys. So shout out to Map 05 for sure.
And tell me about Rafael Gutierrez. How was that experience working with TriStar
It
Productions?
was really good. I mean, I probably, considering the projects that I had before that and what I had to deal with, it was nice to be around professionals
Yes.
who really
Rafael is a
who
professional.
know what the heck they're doing. And then, I've been doing it. I've been friends with him for almost 11 years. And the thing is, he's watched me kind of toil by myself, trying to put it together on my own and produce it. And then he came to me and said, hey, let me get that together. I got this. You just write, direct. We got
Yes, because writers and directors need to focus on that.
this. Exactly.
It's very hard to
And
produce
it
and
made
direct
it
something.
so much easier. That was probably the easiest production I had done in a few years that I'm like, okay, I could just step back. I could just focus on making sure I get the best performance out of Monica and Corey and Richard and be able to focus solely on that. And that was a breath of fresh air. I had to probably thank them every day we were on set. It's like, thank you. I don't have to worry about this.
No,
You got this.
That's wonderful.
So, but it was a TriSox grade A. They know what they're doing. They come out and they give you the best possible footage, product, everything. They're really good.
No, that's awesome. I want to thank you both for coming. I want to remind everyone to go on Facebook and find the movie The Hit 2016. This was Artistic Times Radio. I am Alexandra Bello, Kevin Martin, and Corey Anthony were here. Bye-bye.
See you
Hear
later.
you later.
You have been listening to Alexandra Bello from Alexandra Bello Productions and Artistic Times Radio. Join us every Tuesday at 7:30 and get informed in the world of artists, celebrities, musicians, writers, and more on the Red Carpet Fashion Show. Join us next week for more red carpet treatment of Artistic Times. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily